Hello everyone, this is Anna Salman and you're watching Banished by Nightmares and we will be watching Ghost Caught on Camera. Let's just get started right now. Ghost is visual. What? Ghost is beatboxing these days. Pretty advanced, right? Dead or alive? What? Dead or alive? You're doomed. Dead or alive? Is dead alive? Alive? Something alive? Maybe it captured some radio signals. Maybe because it looks like it's just the sound and beatboxing. I don't know where it captured, so I'm not sure. But it's very interesting and auditory pareidolia is very easy to hear words in static white noise. Our brains are geared for it. I hear voices and a snippet of music in my apartment's air and conditioning sounds all the time. There's no clear voice in this clip, just static that. If you focus on wanting to hear a certain word, you can sort of make it sound like that. But if you can make it sound like other words if you focus on them instead. There's just a trick your brain is doing. I don't think so. This is for that. You're wrong here. Static noise is different and what captured here is very different because I have captured static noises a lot because I have a studio and this does not happen to me and this clears. Is that a lie? It is very true that you can form words in your mind and then when you try to hear it you kind of make sense. Okay, so this means this like dead or alive, is that a lie? uh, if you start to think it's paralyzed, now you will hear paralyzed. See, you start to think a brain is wired like this. She's halfway right there, but I can say it is something that that say this that said something on the on this some in there's something that this device captured, but we do not know for sure, and we know that these entities have the capability to mimic the voices, and they don't have their own voice, right? This is what happens if we try to put logic in that. Do whatever you want, you cannot deny the truth. Okay, so this is very interesting video from Ecuador. It's very old, but it's very interesting. The dimensional hypothesis is a proposal that unidentified flying object sightings are the result of experiencing other dimensions that coexist separately alongside our own, in contrast with either, I don't know, something, um, extraterrestrial hypothesis, something. So this is something this captured by a family and by the father. Let's just understand that what it means, because somebody translated this video, because this video is not in English. So this translation is very interesting. So the child captured images of a strange creature or monster while using his camera phone. The image is brief but disturbing. He was taking a video of his father at the computer. He took a shot of the tattoo on his back, quickly brought his camera to his own face, then back to his father. Later, after reviewing the phone footage, the child noticed the image of another person or monster which was not initially in the same room with them. The mother mentioned how they were surprised and how she thought some image was someone not natural or futuristic. The father related, we have heard things around the house before, but never seen something or someone before. He was flabbergasted. Pretty much what was related afterwards. Now the family gets loads of attention from their neighborhood, also mentioned at the end. And the most interesting part is that it was on the news. That is very interesting.
Algo increíble. En Guayaquil, un menor grabó con un teléfono celular una extraña imagen. Veamos de qué se trata en el siguiente reporte.
Fue en este cuarto donde la extraña imagen hizo su aparición. Difícilmente se la puede describir. El susto de la extraña imagen hizo su aparición. Difícilmente
It has veins on his face, but has shadow as well.
se la puede describir. El susto fue grande en esta casa.
Francamente me asusté porque digo, nunca se ha visto eso en la casa y por qué. Y yo le decía que era alguno que él había grabado. No, me dice, después de lo que el bebé grabó, dice, asomó eso. No, le digo, sí, me dice, después de que él grabó. Bueno, pues ahí miramos y la verdad es que se ve.
El hijo de Tito Cotapo tomó un celular y empezó a grabar lo que hacía su padre. Primero, su tatuaje en la espalda. Luego el pequeño captó su rostro, giró el teléfono y lo dejó. Al final del registro aparece una rara criatura. No se dieron
There is this cut in this video for some
cuenta de nada. Todo lo descubrieron cuando revisaron la grabación.
Cuando ves para ver el video, entonces comencé a revisar para verlo
cannot be edited like that.
y al final salió eso.
¿Qué sintió cuando vio eso?
This is very interesting, very very creepy. Definitely, I think there is something real. There's some part of the video is real. And I don't know, man. This is okay. I have no words for this, but I just found a really interesting comment over here, and you will be very interesting when I read it. So, this women say, this may sound crazy, but I've seen this creature in my house. See, I seen this creature in my house. Not any creature, but this, the video. About a year ago, as I slept with my son, who wasn't even one yet. I think he was like 8 months at the time. I was moving from my right side to my left because my hand was asleep. I briefly came out of sleep and saw it standing there looking at me and my son sleep. Actually, it seemed as if it was staring just at my son. When I noticed it and it knew I had seen it, there, it moves backwards into the shadows. Its knees were bent backwards. It wasn't like ours. I quickly got up from the bed and ran into the light switch. There was nothing there. After a quick prayer, I went back to sleep. I just to be woken up by my son screaming when I looked and he was at the foot of the bed. Back to the and he was at the foot of the bed as if something had pulled him there. He usually woke up crying at the middle of the night, but this was different. This was a scream, which was the first time. I heard him scream being only 8 months. I pulled him up and to hug him, but this was different. This was a scream which was the first time I heard him scream being only 8 months. I pulled him up to be hugged him, and I didn't fall back to sleep till the sun came up. I've told people the story, some believing me and some not. Not that I really matter if they believed me or not. I never knew how to explain what he looks like. To finally seeing it again in this video, which confirms to me what I saw was real. And the weird thing is, in this video is also a son with his father. The creature seems to be not looking at the father but towards the son. God be with us all. I mean, this is very interesting because she saw the same creature at her home, and this is the belief. This is the belief that we have, that These things do exist. These things have their existence, and people who don't believe in these kind of stuff, they should get checked. Okay, so this is the third one. One of the Okay. So one of my best friends and his dad, photo taken first Christmas after his passing. He would always lean on the chair to talk to us. Photo taken in 2007 on a flip phone. You can see his head leaning on his fist, eyes and nose. The blanket on the rack on the back is two colors from the mist. This is something he's referring to, and this is very interesting and very wholesome that he's sitting in there and there's this kind of something is there like watching or something. That's emotional. I don't know how to explain this. Yeah, this backstory is like hurts the heartstrings. This is very and very sad that I don't know when you lose someone, you just there's this space, this void inside you. Well, let's move to the another one. Where is the ghost taken by Cam on a dresser facing the bed? Okay, okay, I don't want to see it. This is man. I would have ran. What is this? I don't like this. I don't like this. It's just I don't know. Haunted Horrors Tour in Savannah, Georgia, December 28. Mercer Williams. I am a believer now. Haunted Horse Tour in Savannah, Georgia, December 28. Mercer Williams House. I'm a believer now. So have never been in a believer in ghosts. But this picture I took at Mercer Williams on December 28th has me freaked out. That is not what I saw in the lens, like in reality. I went back the next day to take a picture in the light. Some of my friends think my phone used AI to do it randomly on that picture at that house. I showed it to my guide and she had me send it to her, even she seemed freak out thoughts. Okay, so this photo is taken by you at the night. There's something is here. Well, your friends are right in this. Sometimes AI trends or software processing tries to, create something for a better picture, but it do worse. Anyone can do this kind of worse things. So I guess they are right, and this could be software processing error while taking the capturing the photo. But it could be something that you captured, and it's unexplainable because we don't know what's next, what's there. Okay, so some people are saying obviously it's a business. The ghost is a business. Bro, if you think it's ghosts and these are things are not real, you are living in I don't know, man. You are just too materialistic in this, or you don't believe in this stuff. Yeah, most of the things can be explainable by logics, but there are things that are unexplainable, or there are entities that exist and that exist for sure. And you say that the problem is with there is this very thin line between psychology and this paranormal. So very thin line. Like I believe that most of the cases are psychological and they required medical help, but some cases that is very real, and you cannot do anything with your science because your science has not yet discovered this, and I think it will not ever. Even if they know there's this energy that exists, they know that much, but they don't know what it is, how it works. They're just above their pay grade. Like they can never find out like this. And the way they think, everything by logic, but some things are not based on logics. Okay, so this is the most unwelcome dinner guest stars. This was fake and it was confirmed and debunked way before. So I guess this does not count as a ghost photo, right? So there's this story is very interesting that I found, and this I guess this is the last one. Yeah. So this is the last one. I think there is a mimic in my house, but I need clarification. I'm not sure what else where else to go to post this. If I have made a mistake, please direct me to the right page. Google has been no help. For some background, this is fairly a new house. I'm not sure if that matters if it's only been getting lived in for about 6 months and never had any strange occurrences. My boyfriend has just gone to shower whilst I was in a room and my mom was in the kitchen cooking dinner. I heard voices coming from the bathroom, which is right next to my bedroom, and assumed he had been watching TikTok and thought nothing of it. My mom yells out, "Are you two showering together?" And I replied, "No." I walk out my door and ask my boyfriend if he's on his phone, and he says no. He gets out of the shower and asks who kept knocking on the bathroom door, and both my mom and I were confused. No one knocked on his door. He then told us he thought my mom knocked on the door of the bathroom and asked, "Who is that? Who are you talking to?" right outside the door. He called out to me after he heard this and asked if my mom was talking to me or him. She was in the kitchen the whole time and had only yelled out after she heard a female talking. So my boyfriend thought it sounded like my mom talking, and my mom said it sounded like me. Exactly, I cannot exactly recall what or who the voice sounded like, just know it was a woman. We were all a little freaked out, so I turned to Google about it and no help. Can mimics sound like three different people at once to different people, or could it have been something else? I want to add we just visited my boyfriend's parents' house and the day prior, who have quite a lot of spiritual activity. Is it possible something followed us home, or is that even possible? Um, this is a very interesting story, and it is possible that some spirit or entity can follow you at home, but they don't stay. Usually, they don't, from my experience, what I have heard. But if something kept happening and it's not, going down, that you need to seek some help. But otherwise, you should not be worried or freak out. Just do your uh, same stuff what you do, and the most important thing, ignore it. Like, don't, um what do we call that, um don't give it a confidence if it's real. Those that you recognize that they exist or something like that, that they are in your home. So when you try to give attention, they get like, they start to get more interesting in your house, and keep doing something else. So just don't recognize that they even exist, like ignore them. So even something is happening, just ignore them. And then if everything came back to normal, then it's fine. If it's not, then go seek some help from religious, whatever religion you follow. um it's very interesting that yes, they can mimic also. They can, because they need this because they don't have their own voice. They mimic different voices what they hear from around the people. This has happened with a lot of people. I have, you know, I know. To wrap it up and just I hope you like the video. And today we have debunked one or two videos, but very interesting videos we got here today. So thanks for sharing your stories, your pictures, your videos. These are really interesting. And please, if you have something on with you that you have captured, or you know that that exists on YouTube or something, please let us know. I would love to share with other people, and try to see if it's real or not, or if it's some pareidolia or something. So I think that's it for today. Let's meet me other one. Take care of you and your family. Ta-da.